Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We have to start by thanking Brass Triumphant, who doesn't get to wear gloves, and they bring us amazing festive music. Thank you all so much. You are wonderful. Welcome to Hospice of Central Pennsylvania's Tree of Light. I'm Alicia Richards from ABC 27. I'm so happy to be able to be here with you as we just sort of get to take a breath and pause during this busy time of year and remember our friends, our family, and other loved ones. Personally, and I know I'm not alone in this year, I'm remembering Greg Mace with lots of love and hugs. He was just a treasure, was at the station for 40 years, was my friend for 25, and he passed a week ago Saturday, and we are missing him. If you have not attended a Tree of Light in the past, I welcome you. Tonight is HCP's 32nd annual Tree of Light in Harrisburg, and we are very glad you could join us. If you didn't get a program or a candle or a song sheet, please just raise your hand and we'll get those things to you right away. Please keep your candles on lit at this time. To follow along with this evening's speakers, please refer to page 6 in your program. The light on our tree, it is those whom we have loved and those who we are remembering tonight, are on the special insert. Honor names for those living are listed first, and then the memorial names for those we have lost. This list includes tribute names submitted to our office. If your gift happened to arrive past November 22nd, your loved ones are included on a special one-page insert. And look for the final downloadable listing on all of our lights. Will be on Hospice's webpage next week. After the tree lighting, we invite you to join us at the City Government Center, where we'll have some hot cocoa and some other refreshments and just some fellowship together. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to HCP's Chief Executive Officer, Gil Brown. Gil?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Alicia. We appreciate you helping us out every year with this. I want to welcome you and thank each of you for your attendance tonight, for your enthusiasm, your good cheer, and your wonderful special thoughts about the folks you're remembering this evening. You know, tonight is a chance for us to remember those who are really important to us but not with us any longer. It's also a chance for us to feel your support as an organization. Everything that you've done, the generous gifts that you've made to us, I want to tell you for just a moment how we use those. Monies that we raise tonight we'll use for palliative massage. And a lot of people may not know what that is, but as people's lives are ending, often people are afraid to touch them. So we have palliative massage therapy so that everybody gets to experience that very important warm touch at the end of life. We also use the funds that we raise for music therapy. And while that might sound like a nice thing to have music playing, what's really important to know is that music is soothing. It can calm someone's anxiety. It can reduce their rate of respiration. It does wonderful things for people who are experiencing difficulty. So I hope that as you're standing here tonight, that you feel a part of that effort and a part of that mission. And I want to thank you very much for your generous contributions. I also want to take a moment to share our special appreciation for our Tree of Light chair, Joyce Wilder. Joyce, will you raise your hand? And our acknowledgement team chairs, Marcia Harney and Andy Morrison. Andy, will you raise your hand? Joyce, Marcia, and Andy lead a small team of volunteers who operate this very efficiently and very effectively. We're so grateful for all that they do. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to our special guest this evening, the City of Harrisburg's Mayor, Eric Papenfuss. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I want to give a special thank you to our city team, which has been working hard and helping out. I think we've got a very festive night tonight. I note the holiday lights on the bridge and under the arches of the other bridge. City Island's looking beautiful. We've got our snowflakes up in the downtown, and Harrisburg is in the holiday spirit. Thank you all for coming out. The weather has cooperated, and we don't have to compete with City Council tonight. In past years, I've had to go in and out as the music was sounding, and we welcome you. We hope you will all come join us in the atrium afterwards, where you'll see the matching tree, the city's matching tree, fully decorated, and we're going to have another lighting ceremony for that tree later in the week. I think at this time of year it is important and appropriate to give thanks for many of the things that have occurred over the past year to help make Harrisburg a better and more exciting place. I want to say I'm particularly thankful for the fact that people are moving in once again to the city. Our population is growing again after decades of attrition. And did you know over the past year we've created over 3,000 jobs in the city of Harrisburg, which is very exciting. And the revenues from those jobs are helping put the city on a sustainable financial path for the future. We've really come back from the brink of bankruptcy, and there's much to be thankful for all the investment and energy and excitement that you can feel. I'm thankful as well for some of the major building projects that are going to redefine Harrisburg, both from a skyline standpoint and a jobs perspective. We have the new Harrisburg University building ready to break ground in the spring. That's going to be right on the corner of Chestnut and 3rd, and is going to be absolutely amazing. If you journey from the downtown up to Midtown, you can see the new federal courthouse literally rising from the ground. The girders are redefining the skyline there. In the spring, that'll be joined by a new state archives building, which will start construction. If you go a little further uptown from that, to the old Uptown Plaza area, there's going to be a brand new state office building, the first in a long time in the city of Harrisburg, which is going to bring a new 1,000 new jobs just in that construction building alone at the site of the old D&H Distribution Center. It'll be a brand new, beautiful building. I'm thankful as well in South Harrisburg. Maybe some of you know that over the past year we completed the South Harrisburg Sinkhole Project. It's now the city's newest park. It's a wonderful place to walk and reflect. But we have over 50 families that are going to be celebrating the holidays in new homes this year. And I'm thankful that we were able to relocate all of them and that they've all moved on safely. I'm thankful for the new police substation, the new Mulder Square affordable housing project, and some other affordable housing projects that are planned for Allison Hill and that are going to redefine the community living spaces there. I'm also appreciative of all the businesses that have invested in Harrisburg, whether it's small businesses like Elementary Coffee. If you haven't been to see their new place on North Street, that was a blighted and abandoned building. It's now a bustling, wonderful spot right here in the downtown. Or Webpage FX, which is expanding its footprint and hiring more and more people. It's literally doubled in the number of jobs it's created over the past several years. Or even Paxton Ministries, which will be cutting the ribbon on a brand new senior housing facility, Paxton Place, out Paxton, right on the edge of the city. That's going to be unveiled on Wednesday, and that's a very, very positive thing. But most of all, I am thankful for all of you, for your energy and commitment to the city, for your willingness to come and gather here. You helped make our holiday parade the best attended holiday parade we've ever had since certainly I've been mayor. We will, on this spot at Memorial Day weekend, we'll be taking over the area for a new salvaged and rebranded Arts Fest. And all of our festivals are better attended than really ever. We appreciate the energy you bring, the volunteerism, and all of the civic spirit you bring every day into this city. As we look back and we reflect over the people we have lost over the past year, I want to make special mention of Mark Butler, owner of the Harrisburg Senators, and a philanthropist who's done so much for this community. I will always associate him with the new FNB field sign there, which is redefining the skyline. And we mourn his loss, but as we do, and we mourn the loss of others, we can take solace in the fact that we know the future is going to be bright. Bright for Harrisburg indeed, as bright as the tree which we shall soon light. So thank you all for coming out this evening.
Mayor, thank you very much. I'd now like to bring up Audrey Finkbeiner, who is HCP's chaplain. She will lead us in a time of reflection and our candle lighting. Hello. Thanks, Mitchell. Yes.
Well, good evening to all of you, friends and neighbors of Hospice of Central Pennsylvania. I join Alicia, Gil, Mayor Papenfus, and others in extending sincere appreciation for your presence and for your generous support. I've been with HCP as a spiritual counselor or chaplain for almost 5 years now, and special events like the butterfly release and this evening's Tree of Light continue to inspire. What a great opportunity this event provides for us to gather in this lovely setting. What a special season to pause and remember our loved ones, to celebrate the lives of those who brought light to us over the years. On these long, dark December nights, it's good to spend some time pondering the meaning of light and darkness in our lives. I wonder, how well would we really understand light without darkness? How fully would we feel joy without experiencing sorrow? Could we comprehend faith and mystery if we understood everything? I wonder, could we celebrate love if we've never experienced loneliness? Would we really know wellness without sickness? Would we fully appreciate life without death? I wonder. For centuries, human beings have wondered about the mysteries of light and darkness. We've created stories to explain their origins, and we've passed those stories down from generation to generation. Our ancestors discovered that a flame can become a fire to provide light and heat. And when contained and controlled, flame produces energy for tasks like food preparation, metalworking, and other creative projects. Many people of spirit also recognize that fire is an essential way of connecting to spirit and connecting in spirit with one another. And for that reason, many inspiring rituals have developed across spiritual and religious traditions. Rituals like this one we're sharing in this evening, involving candles. Now, in my opinion, these rituals lost just a tiny bit of their mystery and wonder when we replace wax candles and real fire sharing with a safer alternative for crowds. But friends, let's use our memories, let's use our imaginations to recapture the magic and the warmth of real candles. Soon this dark night will be made brighter by the gift of candlelight, along with the warm glow of this special tree. In much the same way, dark times of our lives have been brightened by the lights of caring spirits, dear ones who hugged us and comforted us, who prayed with us and for us, and offered shoulders to receive our tears. These precious souls have journeyed alongside us. They found special ways to point us to light through the shadows of our journey. And that is why we appreciate them. That is why we miss so much those who are now with us only in spirit. And that is why we light up the night this evening to honor precious memories of the light bearers who have brightened our paths. And it is my honor at this time to introduce you to Wes Britton, who has a personal message to share with us.
Hello, hello. Well, let me just start by saying they didn't ask me to keep my remarks short, they commanded me to. Which is a decision my wife would have applauded were she here to do that. It is because of my wife, Betty Jane Meyer Britton, that I am standing in front of you. She left her mortal coil behind on April 26, 2018. And it's kind of ironic because I know that 14 years ago, she and her sister Barb were at a Tree of Life lighting ceremony in honor of their father, which is when they first became really attuned to hospice and what hospice can offer. And they always, after that point, really admired hospice. And that came into play again in 2015 when first Betty's older sister Bonnie died, followed by the death of her youngest son. And then hospice came into my life, well, when Betty was on her last days. And so I'm here to basically just, say, oh, Betty, to quote you, I love you, and I always will. And for anybody else who hasn't, gone to hospice, if you need support and as a survivor, I urge you to do so. There's so many opportunities. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Wes. Now I'd like to share a special poem with you. As you listen, I invite you to remember someone special and light your candle. Candles of joy, despite all the sadness. Candles of hope, where despair keeps watch. Candles of courage, for fears ever present. Candles of peace, to ease heavy burdens. Candles of grace, for tempest-tossed days. Candles of love, to inspire all my living. Candles that will burn all the year long. Candles. With these candles lit, now is a great time to sing a few carols and illuminate our tree of light. Would Wes like to lead us in the countdown?
What would you like?
Ready? 10,
10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A beautiful sight. Thank you, Audrey. Well, I'd like to welcome HCP's former Chief Executive Officer, Karen Paris, to lead our holiday carols with Brass Triumphant. And I'd also like to invite Rabbi Peter Kessler from Temple Oev Shalom to lead us in Come Light the Menorah.
What you got in the bag, kiddo?
Hey, I gotta get you in the spirit of the holidays. This is for you.
For me?
Matches your coat. I got it specially.
I hope this
special
is on the
color.
news. All the people at the synagogue is going
Let's
to
hope
love this.
Let's hope it isn't.
I'm going to end up being a rabbi in Idaho by tomorrow. Okay.
Was that you or me?
I don't know.
So you want to start, or here's the big question for you. Every year he comes, and every year he says, "I don't know the words."
I don't know the word. You mean to the Jewish one? I do know the words to the Jewish one.
When
I
did you learn
practiced.
them? Last year?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
last year.
Everybody clap for him. All right, which one are we going to do?
I don't know. You have to ask the band. What are they
All
ready
right.
for?
How about we do Come Light the Menorah?
First.
What's that? We're going to do an intro. Intro. Okay. Nobody
Okay.
sing quite yet.
Oh, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Shiny tops to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
All right.
One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Excellent, Rabbi. Very good job. All right, now I have two friends that I'd like to bring up here now.
Great.
Marissa and your sister, come on.
Here you go.
No, you can have that.
Oh, I'm supposed to wear that?
At least the rest of it. Come on, guys. I recruited these guys tonight. This is Marissa, and you are?
Why did I agree to
What is it?
this?
Millie. So
Lily.
Oh, you know what happens when you're my age? Nobody hears anything anymore. So I thought we would start with Deck the Halls, and then we'll think about what we sing next. Intro or no intro? Okay, intro. Whoops. Holly, fa la 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 la. Whoops. Never mind. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. What'd you think? We do okay? All right, I got a thumbs up. Do you give me a thumbs up too? Okay. Anybody got a favorite out there that might be in the book? I don't hear anything. Of course, I don't hear anything anyway, but. Jingle bells, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, this is called props. I bring the stuff. All right. One for you and one for you if I can get them apart. Whoops, here we go. Whoops! Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. When it is to ride and sing sleighing songs of pride. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. And you're all freezing, so we're just going to close with a real quick one. I don't know if they have it. Do you have We Wish You, Mary? No. So we're just gonna do it a cappella. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. You've all passed. You can join whatever chorus is in your community. Look at my tree.
Are we done? I don't know. Did it go down?
We got this.
Good job.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you to Mayor Pappenfuss and the City of Harrisburg for hosting us here. Meet you over at the City Government Center for some refreshments. Thank you for coming.